Hoi, Servus, Grüezi, Shalom, willkommen bei Perfidy Syndicate. Wir sind heute im Kölner Backstage-Bereich vom Underground und ich habe heute die Ehre, Josh von We Came as Romans hier interviewen zu dürfen. Und wir schnacken einfach ein bisschen, haben eine gute Zeit und ja, mal gucken, was wir alles so beschnacken können. Hey Josh, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah? I'm fine. How was you feeling comfortable in Germany?
Yeah. Whenever this is our second time in Europe, and the previous time as well, I always liked being in Germany more, just because I took a few years of German in high school.
Yeah?
So I can kind of get by like ordering food and understanding some basic things.
This is the last show of the Scream It Like You Mean It tour.
Yep.
How was it so far?
It was really cool.
Yeah?
It was really nice to be able to do a tour with bands that we're all friends with.
Mm-hmm.
It gets really rough when you go overseas because you lose a lot of contact with your friends and family back home. So it's nice to be able to have friends with you on the tour.
Do you have any funny stories from the tour to tell? Some pranks, stuff like that?
Well, I mean, it was funny to us. One of the nights, one of the dudes in our band actually missed the bus call when we were in Scotland and had to take a train the next day
Oh no.
to the show because the bus had to leave. 'Cause, I mean, when bus call happens, it's bus call. The bus leaves. There's not really I guess there's not really like a buffer. You just kind of got to be there bus call, and if you're not, bus leaves, and he wasn't there, and so we left, and we got there the next day, and we were like, oh, I wonder if he's gonna be here, and he was already there because he had already taken a train that went, and it was funny to us.
How is the European crowd different to the American or Canadian?
One thing that I noticed that we kind of have to work on as a band is like when you talk to the crowd on stage, sometimes it's a lot harder for them to understand what we're saying. Like you can't say as many like slang words. You kind of have to speak more, I guess, proper English for people to really understand. Because I mean, if we're up on stage and they don't know what we're saying, it's gonna be really hard for a crowd to get into the show.
Do you have some typical rituals on tour?
Not really. I mean, the only thing that, like, one thing that I do every day, no matter what, is I play the show in the same clothes. I never, like, I have a set of stage clothes that I always wear, and they smell really bad. But I only wear them on stage. I'll change into them right before our set, and then change out of them right after our set. Pretty much every dude in the band kind of does that.
On Facebook, you recently wrote, if you come to a show to just hit 16-year-old kids to feel tough, you obviously are missing the point of what our music is all about.
Yeah.
Don't come if that's all you care about. So what's the story behind this message?
Just, it seems that every show there's some big dude in the pit that just wants attention, is just like hitting kids, not even there to like have fun or anything. He just wants to go to just hit people and to just, I guess, ruin other people's nights. It happens in the States a fair amount too, and it's just like, it's dumb. I mean, there are kids standing along the edge of the pit that just want to listen to music and enjoy being there, but they have to like be careful because they, you know, some guy who's being a jerk might come up and just hit them, and it's just dumb. And it gets really frustrating from, you know, from our point, because we're there to play music and just have fun, and like our message is all like a positive message.
Which role does Facebook play for your interactions with your fans?
Facebook helps a lot actually, because it's just a way to keep everyone updated on what we're doing. I mean, you know, even before Facebook, there was MySpace that everyone used, and before MySpace, we weren't even a band, so I don't know how bands did it before that. I imagine it would have been much harder to, I guess, keep your fans updated on just what you're doing as a band. Facebook really helps us, I guess, still have a relationship with our fans, even even though, I mean, it's not like a physical, person-to-person relationship, but at least it lets them know what we're doing and like chances for them to come out and see us and whatnot.
You already started to record the follow-up for your second album.
Yeah. Actually, we fly home tomorrow, and then after we get home, I go back to the studio and we start, or rather, we finish the CD. So it'll be finished before Warped Tour this summer, and then it'll be out in the fall.
Oh, nice. Some album titles?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I mean, we have a lot of plans for it, but just nothing that we can really officially release yet. But there'll be an update posted pretty soon about everything. So.
So, which producer are you working with?
The same guy that we went with onto Planet C, Joey Sturgis. Yeah. Yeah.
He's crazy, huh?
Yeah, no, Joey's a great guy, great producer, works really hard. I'm stoked.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is he also a private, a nice guy?
Yeah, he really is. He's a good friend of the bands beyond the business level. So it's always nice to be able to work with people that you get along with, that you're friends with.
So what can we expect from the upcoming album?
Well, we got, I guess, some heavier songs than before. On a lyrical level, it's just it's a little more, I guess, real and honest to life and just how life really is. A lot of songs onto Planet Seed were just like super positive. Everything was super positive, and I mean, we've all come to the realization, we all knew that just sometimes, everyone has bad days. Like, there's, no matter how hard you try to just be positive all the time, there's going to be something someday that's going to keep you down and whatnot. And it's just, I guess, realizing how to deal with those things. And so you can stay positive about life. You can be happy. So I'm really excited as far as the lyrical content of the new CD goes.
Which role does fashion play in your life?
Well, my life outside the band, it's kind of funny. A few of us are kind of a little addicted to shopping. Like, I like to buy clothes. I like to look nice. I mean, not like I don't buy expensive clothes, and I don't try and look nice. Like, oh, I have so much money, because I don't at all. But I do like to look, the best that I can. Just not to try and impress anyone, but just because it's what I like. It makes me personally, I guess, happy. And it's just kind of like a self-confidence thing. And on stage, on the headlining tour that we last did, for the parts that I was on it, and then for the tour that we just did with The Day to Remember on stage, we try and look just a little nicer, just more than just like a t-shirt and jeans. We all have a few like collared shirts. Some of us will wear like a vest or whatnot. But on stage, we want to just kind of make it look like we're putting effort into a show. Like, when kids come to a show, they pay to see what's going on. They already know what your band sounds like. They want to see how you perform the music. So, I mean, we don't want to walk on stage looking like we just rolled out of bed and, not put any effort into the appearance of what we look like. I mean, that's part of the thing that kids pay to see.
Okay. So my last question is, which role does coffee, especially energy drink, play in your life?
Actually, in the States, there's actually, it's in the fridge over there too. Rockstar Energy, they send us a ton of Rockstar. They send it to us for the studio for every tour, and it's good. It's a lot more needed when we used to when we were in a van and we'd have to do long drives overnight and stuff. And I've drank so many energy drinks. Kind of burned myself out a little bit on energy drinks.
Das war's auch wieder von Perfidy Syndicate. Wir wünschen euch da draußen noch viel Spaß und egal was ihr tut, macht's wie immer mit viel Liebe und mit Passion, und das war's. Wir sind raus. Ciao, schönen Abend noch.